Okay. Oh fuck. Um.
Everything good on the Twitch side of things?
Yeah, we're good. I just have to make
Live
sure
stream
we
gamers?
could be heard.
We
I
got
didn't check.
fun.
I didn't check the audio shit beforehand. Um. Yeah. Hey everybody. This is Tales of Revedia. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Um. Hello, 3 viewers. I'm counting
Oh, it's
stream
up to
elements.
3, is it?
Counting the bot.
Is one of them
Um,
Ethan?
Call Elon. Tell him we want to talk.
Stop.
We mean it this time. It's serious. But yeah, we're here playing Dungeons and Dragons. The cast and crew as per normal. They need no introduction unless you're new here, which they do, but you're not getting one. Figure it out. Oh god. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, or Dragons and Dungeons as you would call it if you read backwards, the party had taken on or finished the fight against the person, the spirit of Isidore, which had taken over, or which had imprisoned the mind of Arimvel from inside. As the fight sort of went on, a lot of things happened, and eventually, using the same spell that she was using to. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Sparks was about to cast a DC 32 spell. Anyways, the party managing to disable the creatures currently stands before the sort of mindscape that's beginning to collapse in on itself. Kalis, I believe you were sort of standing at the window, like just watching shit happen, if I remember correctly.
We had actually gotten out.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no. You guys
Yeah, it
actually
was
got
like as we were getting out. It was like
Yeah,
that
we
was
we,
when the
we
session cut.
yeah we pulled out.
Yeah.
And the is it a tiefling dude?
Tiefling, yeah.
Yeah, had like he like collapsed and we were out.
Yeah. And with that, as you guys find yourselves gathered around in this sort of area where the ritual had begun to take place, you see everyone in their states. As I said, seems the injuries that are sustained within have carried over, and you all feel like absolute shit with this sort of searing pain in the back of your minds, just from like this massive headache that's hit you as you've returned. But before you, you see, as I said, the little bowling ball, um, still upon the pedestal, and there's just this sort of flip sound, and as it's sort of surrounded in this almost like shadowy mass, you see sitting on the pedestal, considering that's where he just was, um, the figure of Ironfell, hands on his head, just oh my. Are you all okay? As he sort of looks down at the group of you. You guys are, as I said, you guys, it's almost like you got dumped out. And you're just sort of like picking yourself up.
I feel tingly. Really tingly.
Oh, man. Thank you very much. I'm still not quite sure what happened, but. What all
Crimson
happened in
Peak.
there?
Crimson Peak.
I remember the fight.
You were in your head.
Pardon? I mean, I gathered that much at least. I just don't know exactly what happened in there.
Well, we went into your head. We saw the wonderful seeker from. We saw a library. Fought some shadow monsters. And we saved you. That's a bridge, by the way, sir.
I see, so you know.
We saw your not coronation but appointment back in, was it Astra?
Indeed. I suppose I have a lot of explaining to do.
Well, I don't know. There's not everything inside there was hostile toward us. Oh my god, I can't remember any names.
Uzaran was one of them.
Yeah,
Osrin.
Osrin was very helpful to us.
And you watch as you say the name, the sort of hint of recognition on his face. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. One of the few people worth remembering in that time.
I imagine so. It was a time before.
Yes.
I have but one question for you, King Arian. Arian,
Thank you. As you sort of take off the king part, you just
he like kills coughs. Dimensions. That voice that was in there tormenting you with your failings, calling you all sorts of disgrace, sort of lancing through you with these insults and anxieties. Is that anyone in this room now?
Wait, say it again. What was the last part?
Kayla's basically asking, like, the voice of RM's anxieties and thing. He's asking if it's anyone in this room of all the people who are awaiting us to go into the king's mind, and Joanna and everyone.
No, that's my own demons I'm haunted by. None of. As I said, I don't exactly remember what happened in there, but it's not too hard to figure out. I have my fair share of regrets. I'm sure
Good
you
to
just
know.
ran into a few of them.
So,
We can talk about it. I know Far is very helpful with it.
I appreciate it. I have confidence.
the so it was very clear from our brief fight that whatever we fought isn't a creature that currently exists in this realm. The magic for blood was a dead giveaway. Where exactly did these persons come from, and what were they called? I presume they were around a very long time ago, and not around today, or at least if they are, we have no recollection of them, and they've managed to wipe history clean of them quite entirely. Could you give us any information on them at all?
As I said, I think I have a lot of explaining to do. I guess it's a little bit hard to keep you all out the loop, but I do ask that what we talk about stays between us for now. There are a lot of things the world isn't ready to know, and I think you've already gleaned into that with that Dazan fellow. Because actually, Dazan is here as well. Now that I remember,
I was gonna say,
is he just
Yeah.
awkwardly like standing to the side, trying not
Probably.
to draw attention?
It sounds very Dazan.
Additionally,
Is one of these ancient people in the room with us right now?
Can you point to them?
additionally, if these creatures were made and not, I don't want to presume, but it kind of feels like they did some sort of magical thing that caused them to become like this. Is it possible to do that still in this age with a little bit more understanding?
I'm afraid not.
Why?
They were not people that were created necessarily. That was just how we were, or they were. As you can
So-
tell, I'm a little different.
Isidori is not like you.
Well,
No.
he appears to be a construct of some description, correct?
Yes, yeah. I was
No
created.
offense. I mean, you are way more powerful than all of us, and possibly the most in-depth construct that I've ever seen. So,
I mean,
you know,
technically, we're
kudos to
all
you.
created one
Yeah,
way or
but
another.
he's not by normal biological construction. He was made via magic. and that's why he can change into like literally anything, and it's really cool. By the way,
I'm sure he's not just a platinum dragon. Can't they mix it
I
up?
I'm not. I do not
Well-
happen to be Bahamut or anything like that.
the weird coffin thing that he turned into was also a dead giveaway because platinum dragons can't turn into magical coffins of absorbing. As far
Yeah.
as I know,
How many platinum dragons have you ever met?
I've read about them, and not one has ever done that in the
If I
story.
was a platinum dragon, I don't think I'd let you know I could.
True. But I do know a lot of arcane things.
Anyways,
I'd like to think. Sorry.
Let's not talk about that sarcophagus.
well,
And the person that made you did this to you, or at least in your memories?
no, not just she was there somehow. I don't know if it was
Oh.
actually her, but when the castle was attacked, there were some men. I recognized the names on their or the symbol in their armors. The part of some of the noble families from Crimson Keep. But I don't know how Isidorius was there. I would have thought that when the cities fell, I thought that I was one of the only. I thought, well, looking at his armor, I thought I was the only person that still remains. It seemed
So
I was
you're saying
wrong.
worst case scenario that a magical being so far out of our capabilities that possibly had something to do with your creation still exists and has it out for you and possibly everyone else.
I don't think she's that ambitious.
But is that powerful?
Not here, at least. The magic of this world has been limited. It doesn't have the same effectiveness as it used to ever since our mistakes happened. Well, it seems that she put some significant strain on the weed that she should not have. It's not something that anyone could do casually.
I'm somewhat aware of what happened with Mysteries. I had a talk with her some time ago.
Yes. Very different from the old goddess of magic, but coming into her role well. The world isn't ready for that. The world, she cannot yet handle those type of spells. So I don't expect Isidore wouldn't do anything like that, knowing that if she broke the weave, she'd be powerless herself. But to answer your question, yes. At least her or someone mimicking her. It does not explain how she exists or how she's alive. I suppose powerful spellcasters have their ways, but when the cities collapsed, it was the end of magic. She would have been mundane as everybody else. So she must have had some trick up her sleeve that that no one else had access to.
Could it have been something as simple as clone, and that when she died, her body shifted its spirit into another body, and that caused her to live, or did the shutdown of magic stop all of that stuff happening?
Well, Dazan's original Dazan, I guess, his device still worked that he had been working on.
Because magic had resumed by that point. But we're wondering if, when everything fell down, if that would have prevented her from using magical cheats to avoid death.
Suppose it's possible. I have no idea where Astra could have fallen to. I'm assuming it can't be. I don't know. I don't know the tale of exactly how I came to Revedia one day. It was more of an awakening, to put it simply.
Do you think it might be possible that she would want to try and bring back that amount of magic? I remember in one of the levels of your dreamscape, sorry, there was an armillary of Revedia that had it was a device that could switch, and it showed like magic going into the oceans, or like feeding into the world.
Are you talking about the ley lines map?
No,
think.
there was an armillary globe that it was a mechanical thing that like yeah, it changes the water flows and covers everything except for the landmass of Revedia, and then it could switch back and shifts into glowing spots come off of it north of Revedia, one dead in the heart of Revedia, and a little northward of Queens Landing in the ocean, and like it like pulled itself out to like have like it going into the heart of Revedia, if I remember correctly.
Well, there was. I mean, I think we assumed all the golden spots represented cities, right? Flying cities.
Yeah.
And then there were. I think on the armillary there was like some like water that flowed out of the city in the heart of Revedia
Mm-hmm.
and sort of enveloped the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's what I've written down.
Yeah.
As he sort of takes a second thinking about your question. I don't think that I don't believe that what's happened in this world is something that could be reversed. It's I don't think Isidore would be foolish enough to try it. At least no time within several hundreds and hundreds of years, because the world could not handle it, or the weave could not handle it.
It's Taran. It's also more of a question of there has been somewhat a changeover in power magically since Isidore's time and our time, and that's kind of the reason why cannot quite exactly go back to the level that it used to be.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't that it couldn't go back. I just don't know if she would try to go and back to that golden age. I don't know. Some people want to try the craziest things. So
Man, she has her own
It's really
schemes.
interesting.
She always
Hmm?
did. Oh, what do you say, Ethan?
It's very interesting. Actually, that's far. You would know if we're coming to a renaissance of magic again.
It would be his
mean-
field.
Would it not be better to ask Mistra? I mean,
Well,
if
I really
Mistra
know
is her
Mistra.
domain.
I suppose it would be better to just ask the goddess of magic herself, but she's seldom gets in contact with humans. Seems that you're one of the rare exceptions.
All right,
Lucky.
Ariam, this is all very important and everything, but who else that was in the dream, if anyone from your past, attacked you today in the real world?
There's only Isidore. There was no one else. Yes. It was the men from Crimson Keep and Isidore herself. Or at least, it's hard to believe it's actually her. However, I suppose if there's anyone who could do it, it would be her.
Your attackers, did you slay all of them except for her?
I injured one severely.
we have his arm.
Pardon? You kept it, I see.
Well, to try and find maybe who he was.
We're looking into building our own armillary.
More emphasis on the arm part than the Ilary part.
Quite clever.
That notes? Are you getting notes right now?
So Isidore, I'm going to hold the belief that other people from Astra would not be able to still be here. And if honestly, if there were others that she could command, she would have sent them instead of herself. However, I'm not going to say it's impossible. Dazan is proof that some things from that era still managed to remain.
Then, if not, figures from the past, who would stand on equal ground with Isidore? to come after you. Did you have any idea who these other attackers were that you saw?
As I
I
said,
bet
they seem to be the heads of the houses of Crimson Keep. I don't fucking remember what the houses were.
better question to be asked is, have you done anything recently that would upset?
I have a tenuous history with Isidore. I was supposed to be one. I was supposed to help prevent the fall of Astra. I did my best, but it was ultimately a failure. And because of my failures, the city fell. And
I mean,
I had things
that
I could have done.
that being said, that doesn't explain why now, of all things, that she has decided to rectify that issue. I was wondering if you had pissed off someone in Crimson Keep and they had joined forces for some or another.
And at this point, does Zon speak up? As I said before, I think it might have been a security measure. I'm doubtful that Arya knows them about himself, but he wasn't the last of him. After word spread in Astra, there was almost an arms race, and eventually, another city was able to learn. Other cities were able to learn the secrets of how he was created, and they had their own. And to which he looks visibly. Well, no, he would know about this. I'm thinking of something else. It's like
Concerned?
technically true. And Zahn would say, and many of them, despite the advancements of their magic, they were flawed, and they had to be put down. It seems that Aryan was one of the few exceptions. Hopefully he
Yes.
stays that way, but if I'm gonna guess everything, I think I would say Isidore might have seen him as a risk to everyone here.
So
Given-
you didn't go mad and destroy your city or others?
I'd like to think not. I feel like I'd remember if that happened. It's kind of a...
I feel like it might have happened since, if that were the case.
Yes, if that was thousands of years ago, then I suppose so.
Considered one glorious security measure that might save you from next time. Just change your name.
What?
I don't.
I mean, he did.
Yeah, his
I
name
mean-
wasn't Arya Mavel back then either.
Was it not?
No, it
It
was
was a
Speedies.
Speedies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I must be remembering correct.
I mean, we called him Arya Mavel the whole time because that's what we know him as.
I mean, it still begins with an A. Why don't you just be a little bit more?
No,
you
begins
know?
with an E.
It
Oh, it begins with
sounds
one of
like
those
it
like
begins with
Roman
an
like
A.
AE characters.
Yeah, I just couldn't type it on the thing, so I just said,
Excuse
cat.
me.
Speedies.
It could also be that, to what you said earlier, Sparks, about if there was something that Arya had done recently to trigger such a backlash, it could be something that has been planned for a while, and this is just happened to be now to be ready.
I mean, I just also remember that Arium technically has only been in power for a short period of time.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, it could be a much longer game, especially if it is Isidore or some remnant of her.
The question is, how did she find out who I really was? It's been a very well kept secret. Joanna's one of the very few people that know, maybe a handful of others. Or, no, 2 others.
If somebody knows, if more than one person know, like it becomes harder. The more people who know, the harder it is to keep a secret. Oh my
Maybe someone from the city.
Wait, say it again, Ethan?
Maybe someone from the city.
god.
And then they probably saw a mural of you. I'm assuming they depicted you there and put one and one together.
Oh, I thought you meant that maybe somebody had found the remains of Astra.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I don't
Did
feel like
Astra
once
have
you
a
see an
set?
image of some person and then that person's also a king, the line between is it the same person is pretty close.
I suppose. But that being the case, what matters is that they know. And for now, they believe that I'm binded. I think that's an important element of. I think it'll be important to maintain that illusion, at least for now.
Well, all we have to do is, you change what you look like and change your name, and then we get a small ball created, and you just pretend you're someone else, and we put this ball in the relic, and then everything's fine, right?
I feel like if it were that
I
easy,
mean,
life would be much
I mean,
easier in
sometimes the
general.
simplest issue is the best way to deal with it.
Stop.
technically, he could just change into a completely different being. I mean, you are.
But if they found him once as a different being, they're gonna find him again.
He's not a
Like,
different
there's
being, though. He looks exactly the same as he did.
Do I?
No, I don't think that he looked like himself in Astra. I think that's just what he turned into because that's what he currently has been. I'm sorry, I'm talking about you as if you're not here.
It happens, I guess.
Did the Sweeties look different?
Well, I think it's no, I'm saying like I think to us because like this is his current form and we were going back in the memory, like he became his current form because it's not how the memory went. So it wasn't like him as himself back then.
Yeah, so once you guys
Broke
he
the
looked
illusion.
similar-ish. However, once he recognized that he was not where he was supposed to be is when he looked normal, relative normal.
Normal to us, I guess.
Um but with that being said, I think it probably would be a good idea for me to at least go into hiding for a bit. I don't know. I have a few safe havens I can go to. A few places. There's a few people I trust across the realms.
So, that being said, who is going to rule in your absence?
Ah,
That's
shit.
City,
an
the
important
city,
question.
the city needs to be fixed first. There's a huge crater in the ground, and I don't
Well,
know
I
how
mean,
many might be hurt.
putting someone in charge of all of the recovery issues is a good plan.
There's still a council, isn't there?
The founding families will be able to handle those type of things. That's what they're there for. I'm simply act as someone to make sure they all stay in line, keep them in check with each other, as the politics of the city can sometimes get a little nasty.
Big surprise there.
However, they have a common goal for now, so they should be kept at bay.
What is your claim to rule Reveed this long after your sort of role in Astra anyway? Were you How recently did you wake up?
As he looks it over, Joanna, maybe had longer than a century.
That's a long time to be asleep.
Yes, it was. That's why I don't sleep often these days. I think I need to really catch up on much more. But I simply came to Reveed once I had heard what this place was like, and I knew that it could be something better. And I made one mistake, and I know that here I can. This place doesn't have to be the same. While it can't exactly fall from the sky, I know that there are people all over the place that are all over the city alone, even as we speak, who things that are happening to you that could be prevented. Simple as that. I don't. My right to rule is that I was able to get rid of the last guy, which, funnily enough, is how many things go among humans, as I've come to discover.
Not just humans.
Oh,
So you yourself did that. It wasn't just some sort of story.
I didn't. Yes. However, it's not exactly the stories. Hell, I had help, of course, but it's not like we didn't kill the guy or anything. We just convinced him to move on to another place. You know the library. I was able to learn things there that gave me enough leverage over the people in the city who did anything about it. So with that, we were able to quietly take things up, and from there, it's history, I guess.
So you were just the founding families just agreed upon you as their executive.
I kind of had to twist their arm a little bit in order to make sure they cooperated. As I said, I know a lot of nasty things about the people in the city, and many of them are things they would do much to not have others know.
Okay, so just you
Blackmail,
got here
yes.
through
Yes.
blackmail, not
Yes.
through turning into a platinum dragon and eating half of them.
No, God, no.
I mean, you kind of went into the platinum dragon relatively briefly
feel like-
in the past.
I feel like blackmail is a lot more effective.
Listen,
I mean, blackmail is
I
normal
don't think
political
so.
structure, and there's a lot more that you can stop people doing with blackmail than if you're a dragon. People can just go, monster, kill it. Whereas, if you blackmail people, they kind of have to shut up because secrets about them. Blackmail.
yeah. Anyways, can we not talk about me blackmailing nobles? It's, yeah.
Just trying to separate the truth from the tale.
Yes, there was no grandiose war. It was a rather peaceful transition. Arcadian Revedia is off living his best life somewhere, and I was able to take things from there.
Fucker.
It's rather simple. Sorry, it's not a more grandiose tale, but it's what happened. However, I don't know how that rumor spread that I killed or that he died. I guess whatever. He
I mean,
disappeared.
Rumors were always going to.
I mean,
have
he was a
lives of their own.
tyrant, and he didn't step down peacefully, so certainly no one ever saw him again. So it's 1 and 1 equals 2.
Fair enough.
I think it's a really noble thing to want to help better a place.
Yes, the slowest progress here has been. It's a lot of red tape, a lot of things to cut through, a lot of people who don't have the interest of others in mind. And the Undercity is a whole other issue, but we're taking things slowly. Problems are getting
What's
solved.
going on in the Undercity?
What isn't going on in the Undercity?
Well,
Tales I could tell you.
I'd have to kill you then.
due to the fact that it's this unmonitored, almost lawless land, it's resources are scarce. It's a world where everyone cares for themselves and what they need to do to make it to the next day, and it shouldn't have to be like that. And that tends to be where the more undesirable denizens of Revedia hide to once I've done things.
Well, why do so many people reside there if there's no resources or light? Why wouldn't they? There seems to be many unsettled areas in the plains of Appalachia and the Riven Ridge region.
It's
I would
hard.
assume.
When
Moving
a
that
place,
far is a journey most people can't make.
and when a place is someone's home, they don't always want to readily move. And when people have no resources, they feel backed into a corner and just try to do what they can to survive and get back at the people who have more.
There's a lot of resentment towards those at the surface.
Plus,
generations
the
of it.
rumors.
Did
What'd
you
you
say,
say,
you know
Joe?
humans?
You know the rumors.
Oh, rumors. I thought you said, do you know humans? I'm like, excuse me?
There's
It's the only human here.
Yeah, human. Wait,
a lot of
I'm
monstrous
human.
folk down there.
Shit.
Like those that like to eat people.
They're not all that bad. It's more that it's hard
Oh, they're
to
not
exist.
rumors. Okay.
Oh, it's hard for them to exist in the city above.
Cool.
As much as
cool.
things has progressed, there are people. Yes, I see people
So
who
what-
just want a better life, and
What? I don't want to interrupt, but what type of monsters are there down in the Undercity? Just now that we know it's not a rumor.
I don't exactly have a list I could give you. I have a personal friend who lives down there.
Such as
Fuck. What's her name? She is actually cool. Um. Uh-oh. Computer? Am I frozen?
no.
Oh, okay. Not for y'all. Good.
It's me, Undercity Maggie.
We talking vampires, werewolves,
Yes,
Oh.
and yes, I suppose. Thestre is a friend of mine who lives down there. She's a Medusa snake thing, the
A
petrifying.
Gorgon?
Yes.
Medusa. Medusa's
Dude,
real.
dude,
Oh,
do you know
which
Goldilocks or Goldilocks?
Wait,
I'm sorry. Say it again. Zoldycar.
The older?
Yes, I've heard that name before.
what name?
the
Zoldycar.
beholder's
Zoldycar.
name.
Oh, Zoldycar. And
Yeah, he's my best friend.
and Josh.
You know
Call
him.
sometime. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we met him.
we allied with him for a short time.
We blackmailed some people out of power up north.
Was it blackmail or was it just
I mean, they were
killing?
they
I
were.
mean, we didn't turn into a platinum dragon, if that's what you're asking.
It was mind flayers. Are there mind flayers
Yeah.
down in the Undercity? That's a good question.
Are there mind flayers in the Undercity?
God, I hope not.
Yes, distressed.
I think there's a handful of them, maybe 2 or 3. As I said, these are people. These are people. It's. I understand your misconceptions about many of these, but about the names that you're hearing, but many of them aren't like. Without generalizing the rest of their kind.
I mean, like if there's just 2 or 3, then they're probably, like separated from the brain, like properly. So they're probably not out
There's,
to
there's no elder
convert
brain as far as I'm
everyone.
aware. Yes.
Yeah, as far as you're aware.
Well, I can't exactly keep an eye on everything. And
Are you a
then there's-
magical demi-human being or not?
Yes, but I'm not omniscient.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? I wasn't made.
I feel like that was a downside on your creation. Why didn't you
mean-
just have permanent foresight, just all
I
the
mean-
time?
I suppose it is a downside to everyone's creation that they're not omniscient. You are correct in that aspect.
Yeah, but you were constructed, whereas I was just made. You'd think they'd
That
go
sort
and
of
take
happened.
design,
Okay.
to make you do this.
Let me quote that. I like that.
Children was
Omniscience.
destined.
A t-shirt list.
Terran.
I don't
We
mean
don't
to
know.
be. Yeah, I don't
Don't
mean
know
to be a
what.
braggart, but I think
We don't know what happened with you. It's a big mystery.
The
Yes.
normal human things.
Yeah, I don't mean to be a braggart, but I think I can do some pretty cool shit, and the fact that I'm not omniscient, I can settle for. It feels reasonable considering everything else they were able to do.
Yeah,
Could
but
you
if you
turn
were
into something omniscient?
this wouldn't have happened, and the cities wouldn't have fallen, and
At
it's just a
least-
big
Yes.
downside.
At
Yes,
least
a
he's
lot
taller.
of bad things wouldn't happen if you could know everything in the world. I agree.
Wait, is
Work
anything
on that.
omniscient?
Not even
Guys,
dragons
he
are
turned into
omniscient.
a ball. Give him a break.
Right, you are, Zelthar.
I resent that. And I suppose I owe you after what you've done, so I'll leave it be.
I don't think anyone here means any disrespect. It's just that we've seen a lot recently,
Yes.
and some of us are still. Some of us could use a rest.
Yes. I think it'd be best if we probably finish this talk tomorrow. If you guys would like to, if I can invite you over for breakfast or something. You all look like you need some rest.
I mean, I'm alright. Are you guys good?
I'm
Yeah.
fine. I've absorbed magical voodoo
heard-
juice. I can go on
Mm.
forever.
I
Yeah,
heard.
see, I was carrying sparks. You lifted him above all the fireballs
Yeah, I
and
heard.
lightning bolts.
Speaking of which, like, do you think there's a way that, like, I mean, obviously we can't turn ourselves into whatever she is, but like, could we make that magical voodoo juice again? Because
I
it
feel
was
like that's.
really useful.
I feel like that's not
I
a. Mm.
I would not attempt to.
I
You
mean,
are
I survived once. Why not again?
Sparks, I have seen you turn into a potted plant more than once. I don't know that you want to invite more
Yeah, but
wild,
that's a whole
crazy
different
magic.
issue.
You
That's a
just shrank 10 inches the last time. Like, do you? That's.
I have not shrunk, and I resent you saying so.
Joanna just looks at
We would have seen
there's
a
no
10-inch like of losing a head off a
Mhm. We need to like
I-
mark him on the wall or whatever.
I know, right?
like
In the
4 feet to
barracks.
5 to 3 feet is a big difference.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Your question was, could that stuff be recreated? Yes.
Yes.
Um, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, that is not something you could just make. It's almost
But
it's literally the essence of what people then used to be. As I said, they were so in tune with magic that they were in part magic. So if you could find some way to become a contained version of almost pure magic, then yes. However,
Oh,
if you
don't
became
encourage
pure
him.
magic, I think you would explode.
More than
I've
usual.
survived once,
You
More
will
than
and
not
I
this one.
explode frequently, so I think it's worth an attempt.
If you recall, he became pure pure magic while he was trying to free you. He just started just throwing stuff out there. Just like stuff started happening around him. That's pretty magic.
I agree. That is very magical. However, to be magic and suffuse part of your soul with a weave is a very different subject. And one I would not encourage you to do. I'm explicitly actually encouraging you not to do so, just so it's clear. So if you do so and attempt to, it's not my fault.
I mean,
Pretty confused to me.
I feel like attempting it at least once wouldn't be an issue.
I can only give you so many warning sparks.
Ethan?
Love this.
It only
intervention.
it,
We're
it
not
only
gonna
takes
break it.
one. It only
I
takes
shall
one.
only attempt this once, however. Could you give me some note? Could you write up some notes for tomorrow morning? Just as to where I might start,
No, I will not.
please?
No.
I'll let you in a secret.
I could just go learn any of your secrets if I wanted to. Remember that?
Well, why don't you read
Oh
my
yeah,
mind
where's
and
your
you'll
librarian friend?
realize why attempting it once would be a good idea.
Enlighten me. I can't, I cannot in good conscience allow you to do. I'm sorry.
Just
cannot-
just read the mind. Just read the mind. Just do it. Just do it.
I will say that I've heard what you've said today.
That doesn't sound like a no.
Make a request.
Of course, you can make a request, again. We're all. Go ahead, please.
The center of creation.
The
What?
center of creation? I feel
Jeez,
like
that's
I
a
could
heavy.
answer.
That's
I
a
feel
heavy
like I could
fucking
answer that
question.
question. I think it's the heart of Reveed.
We know it's the heart of Reveed. It's somewhere in my notes.
That is an information that we already knew, but good for asking again.
Yes, that's
Where?
yes, the
How did
heart-
we learn that?
I
Didn't we?
Uh,
Didn't
I'm
we
only
talk to that
guessing.
big dragon friend that Taran has?
I talked to that big dragon friend.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
don't know.
didn't. You don't know that shit.
But like out of
Oh.
character, we could pretty much infer because like
Yeah.
mysterious things happen in the middle. Like
Yeah, I didn't hear that conversation, so
Yeah. The center of the universe. Wow, that's really fucking big question, Juggin. Um, I suppose I can answer that. He's. Hey, I'm gonna throw shit at you.
Duck Juggin. He's gonna throw shit at you.
Actually, we'll put this over your head. Now shut the fuck up. Thank you. Alright, he's occupied taking the blanket off his face. Well, there's a whole legend and myth involved, and there was all the dragons. And long story short, there's a thing in the heart of Reveed. It's like this. It's basically the nexus point for all of creation. It created the material plane. Well, it started with the outer planes, then energy condensed in the material plane, and it created the known world today. But that's like a whole thing.
Like the Big Bang.
Yeah, sure, whatever that is. Um,
It's like what Sparks does frequently,
Yeah, I'm like a miniature version of the start of the universe.
and even smaller than you were before.
No, I'm not. I'm the same size. Look, I'm up to your belt. I
Sort of
was
like
up to your belt
the
last
big
time, and I
crunch.
haven't changed.
feel
the
like we're
denial
huffing
is
some
really
premium
cute.
copium. Stop it! Shut up!
Aren't pets great?
Fuck. Just above character. Like, what do we call Tiamat, by the way? A chromatic dragon or a multicolored dragon or a?
Tiamat's
Okay.
yeah, she's always been chromatic. Oh, it restarted. I was about to say, what the fuck was that? But yes, chicken. The heart of Revedia contains a nexus point from which the worlds that we know started. How that came to be is a really fucking complicated subject involving a lot of history. I wasn't there personally, of course, but I've familiarized myself with the stories. Of course, this was before everything. This was before the world was as. This was from before, the world how it is now. Yeah, words. Fuck English.
thank you. I wish I could go there soon.
Is that a good idea? I've never been
We
there
should-
personally. I
we
should have, but
We should talk to Varric, right? Varys?
Varys.
Varys.
I'm
You
sorry.
get his
there's-
name wrong every single time.
That's
The
because
one
there
that
is-
takes
I'm at the
all
point
the
where I'm
notes.
fucking forgot his name. Like
There are two other pieces of media that I was really into that both have characters named Varys. Okay, so it gets stuck in my brain. Or sorry, Varric, not Varys. Varys went there. We should talk to him. We can't hear you, Ethan.
oh yeah, you're muted.
I think he's frozen too.
No,
No, he's not
No,
No,
frozen.
his
no, no.
eyes
He's
when he
moving.
was-
He's moving.
we didn't hear
He's
what you
just
said last,
very
Ethan.
still.
You're
muted.
On Discord. God damn it, dude! You're so stoic. I can't.
Alrighty. Fuck. What was I saying?
Center of creation.
Oh, Joanna would just sort of speak up. He should be here. I don't know how far he would have gotten though. He specializes in planes travel, but no, that sounds exactly like him. I can make sure I can arrange something for you. I'll make sure he's free. He's available. if it's that important to you.
Hey, I have a question.
Thank you.
Considering that we've, saved your life, oh kingliness, do we
Yeah.
get like something for
Uh,
that? Not like I want a reward or anything, but like,
As he sort of like looks around, he's like checks his pockets.
maybe like knighted or something, like something
Nice.
that could stick for a while, or like a manor house, because it'd be nice to move out of the guild hall
Sure.
place.
I guess I'll arrange something. You want a place to stay?
I mean, somewhere nice and lavish. Yeah.
Sure. I
Somewhere that I
Own
can
a
do
warehouse.
experiments on
Hmm?
how I can turn into a. Yeah, but we own a warehouse. I want somewhere to live, not like, somewhere we can store your ever growing empire of silver.
We could live there, but okay.
No.
I can
Want
make
somewhere
arrangements.
posh.
Sure, I'll get you a nice. A nice house. That's sure. That's a rather
And
trivial task.
an airship if you've got one going.
I mean, don't undercount it. Property values are gonna just be.
Would you like to just make a list of
Oh,
things?
yeah, I mean,
Did
if
you
you.
see the city? It was like leveled.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have a lot of space to rebuild.
Jesus Christ. This request is not coming from from all the members of this party. I would like to note this.
I figured. Okay. Well, that can be arranged. I suppose that's the least I could do. A place to
Well, I have a
stay and
request too.
airship.
What was the what were the names of the two floating cities? The one in the heart of Reed and the one just north of the Frosted Edge.
I was not aware of a floating city in the heart of Revedia.
Wasn't the one at the Frosted Edge the one that Zazan was at? Wasn't that Nadim?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
was that
Nadim.
Nadim?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that armillary we saw, it had markers for Nadim and many other places across the globe, but one in the heart of Reveed. What could that have been?
Well, if it is as it says, then I guess it could be. It's strange that is knowledge that's apparently in my mind, but I'm not aware of.
Hmm.
I suppose it's possible.
I mean, if there is
Insight.
if there is a magical city that it's had survived the downfall and it did exist in the area of Reveed and you were conveniently forced to forget its existence, one would imagine that this might have been where your nemesis rode out rode out the apocalypse, cried out words.
At the very least, it's something worth investigating.
It would be road.
Fucking English major. That's good information, though.
Okay, well
Maybe that's what.
that doesn't count as a request then. I mean, really, you should be thanking me for that one.
How gracious of you, Kalis. Thank you. He's just. This
God, this is like the episode where we're all vamping. Like, not just the DM, but the players. We're all like chewing the scenery,
Just really, really milking this scene for all it's worth.
So,
It's like we're trying to have a shopping episode.
where are you? Where are you going to hide out? Just in case we need to come unball you again.
I see. Interesting phrasing.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's in there somewhere.
Probably the most secure place I know at least at the moment. Most likely will be Grimrock.
Isn't that a prison?
Yes, it is. But I could get whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. but it's the safest place. It's the real issue is going to be anyone else getting in. There's many technological advancements, we can put it that way, have been dedicated to that of just Grimrock security.
Not even did you not consider putting these technological advancements in your palace as well?
No, I didn't expect to be attacked by an ancient wizard from millennia ago. As I said, the whole omniscience thing was a real boon, not a real burden not to have.
Exactly. Another thing that could have helped.
Sparks, you're making me loathe you just a little bit.
I'll stop now.
You're fine, you're fine. But that'd probably be the safest location for now. However, I'll still keep contacts in the city in case something happens. That way I can return quickly. But you requesting a place to live, an airship. I suppose if you are going to make any request of me, now's your time for it.
Come on, guys, don't be humble.
Yes, it's fine, truly. As I said, you've earned it at least.
He's a literal king. Like, this is
There-
the best opportunity we'll ever have.
There are airships.
Right. But
For travel in the city, yeah, but they don't like. There's like intercontinental ones really. They don't reach that quite that far.
Could we request that they make one?
There aren't any other continents that we know of.
Yeah, there
Well,
are. I mean,
well-
technically, if you look at the map, each of them is its own continent because of the rivers. The very large rivers.
Alrighty, buddy. I get. Okay, buddy. That's not how that works.
They're not
Stretching it.
attached in
That's a
any
good idea,
way,
Spark.
shape, or form.
I know
feel like
a
it's more
shipwreck
like-
that would totally be interested in this idea.
I will investigate some long range airships that whatever one we can muster.
Have the
Um,
northern continent, the continent that has Riven Ridge, Reveed, Airedale, and the Frosted Edge on.
Okay,
You have
I'm
the
pretty
plains of
Stop
Ephesium.
this. This
We're
is
not-
so
we're not doing
confusing.
this.
sure
We're
it's
not doing
all
this,
the
you
same
fuck.
tectonic plate, okay?
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's not
Other
bridges,
continents
it's a
like
continent.
Europe is a continent. It's like the participation.
Yeah, but at
trophy
least all of it
continents.
is attached in Europe. There is a fucking like at least I mean, look at that. It's like 50-mile river.
And you know what it's
Like,
attached to? Asia.
Pretty sure this is all in the same tectonic plate, geologically speaking.
Yeah.
They're confused. What is a tectonic plate?
It's like a really big plate that you can serve the whole table on.
Yes, they call them tables as well.
No, you see, in ARM generation, they just filled the world with magical spaghetti.
Yes.
It's just sort of like a big sort of a
Family
noodle soup
size.
down there.
Big family size world spaghetti.
That's why we don't get earthquakes anymore. Since 3,000 years ago, it's like one big waterbed.
I mean, it does explain why the Reveed is flat.
Oh boy.
I think Sparks was talking to United. That'd be cool.
I guess if
Please,
you
Jung-Um.
if you wanted to get knighted, I'm sure. I guess.
Isn't
I would
Revedia
like to be known
mountain?
as Sir Sparks. Fly upon the wind.
Oh,
Just for going into noble like areas, Sparks is a terrible name for a knight, but like watching somebody upper class stiff upper lip, silver spoon up their ass, forced to say that would just be, oh.
I mean, you'd have to. We can worry about the logistics of knighting you later. However, that's going to be a little bit complicated considering I am not going to be able to participate in the ceremony to knight a person at the moment.
He's
due to the
supposed
fact
to
that I'm
be-
disappearing.
Yes.
You
But
could-
I'm
why
sure
don't
once-
we? I've got a great idea.
Oh
Oh
boy.
no.
I mean, like, why don't
Another one?
we have you in your private room find a to-do list with these on, and then we just show it to the people who are doing it afterwards, and they're like, "Oh yes, we'll have to do his final wishes, which are these."
Oh, rest assured, they will not want to do my final wishes.
All right. He's proud, so I'll ask on his behalf. Can you find some sort of cleric knight who can remove curses to fix, or magical effects to fix Sparks's stature situation?
And maybe his color.
I mean, I'm blue. I'm fine being blue. I've always been blue.
No, we're not talking about that, buddy.
Oh,
Look, I am the same size. Look, I will push Karen right now. I'll push her over, and like you'll believe me, right? Because
You
look, I'll
cannot-
just.
You cannot push me over.
very quickly, I understand this is an important argument.
That was the minus 1d4 for being small.
You are small now.
Roll an athletics check. Just
I push
Holy
gently on your
shit.
leg.
Oh my god, if Karen fails, this is gonna be so funny.
I am not strong. This is not.
Neither
great.
am I. I've got a 9.
It's a 10. You have to
Oh,
roll.
I'm
Oh
gonna-
my
No,
god.
I'm gonna use a luck. I'm gonna use a luck.
You have
Fuck
one
this.
left?
There you go.
just like boom,
I have
and
two
just doesn't
left.
move. Just doesn't move.
The temptation to use Tides of Chaos.
Ruh-roh.
Rot-row.
Oh, there he is.
With that
Maybe.
being said,
Hurrah.
I can see that their statue is important something, and Joanna just looks. Well, if you just asked, I could have probably done something about that, Sparks.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean,
everything is the
Sparks,
same.
would you like to be taller?
No.
Okay, then I won't make you taller.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I could probably still piggyback carry you if you were taller. Probably. I don't you think?
Yeah, but like, look at me now, and I climb up on Kaelus's head. Look how light I am.
That's
Because you're cursed.
No.
I mean, hey, look, man.
Fine.
You do you.
It's
I just don't want you to get to 0 inches, 0 feet tall.
at this point, Arium. Well, I hate to be rude because you've all done me an incredible service. I really feel like we should be concluding this here because I have no idea what else to say to you. And I'm watching you all have this conversation, and yeah, I have no idea what to say to him. Shut the fuck up. No. Please. Get out of your fucking head.
It's the most curious sound.
Stop it. I think it's about time we should be getting on from here. This place is actually quite stuffy anyways. I don't want to continue being stuck in this basement.
I agree.
Yeah, I could do with a little bit of rest. Also, it was quite a time.
Indeed. I'll be keeping in contact. I'll say that. If there's anything that important that comes up, please feel free to let me know. As I said, I can't do much, but I'm sure there's something I can still do to assist. And if you do decide to go to the heart, please exercise the most extreme amounts of caution. The rest of the arrangements can be made. I can get you a nicer place to stay. And with that,
Okay.
as you all, unless anyone else has anything like to say before they head off, you guys beginning.
One more thing.
Oh, he
I'm
turns
glad
back.
you're back, Guardian.
Is what?
Glad you're back, Guardian.
Thank you, Jugga. I'm glad to be back.
Yes, glad that you're okay.
Well, onward should we go? And with that, as he begins walking through, and you are following, there's a brief moment for probably about 30 seconds where you guys are kind of just following him, and he turns around. What the fuck is wrong with this hallway? And Joanna just says, "I'll lead the way," because he does not know the pathway out of the out of the basement.
Can't turn into a dragon for every problem, can you?
Well, I mean, if he did, he probably would just
Yeah.
bust through, and it would solve the problem. So
He'd bust into some place. I don't know if it'd be a good place to
it'd
find
be
out.
out of the basement at least.
But with that, as you guys head back up, he just gives you guys a nod. Well, off I go.
Be safe.
Likewise, you all. And with that, there's just the popping noise. He just disappears. Cast teleport. Because that's a
Wait,
spell.
weren't we meeting up tomorrow?
I'll be back.
Did Dazan come up with us and the unconscious tiefling? Is he conscious yet?
Oh, Joanna, he's over Joanna's shoulder.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's pretty light relative to what. Yeah.
Okay.
As she looks over, well, I suppose this was not the intended route. Jungun, we were speaking about advancement within the ranks of the guild, and I suppose this counts for anything as an accompany test, so congratulations. If you still have interests in working with the guild, you've now moved up. We'll talk about the responsibilities and what will change, for instance, and if you all are not obligated to. If you'd like, you could maintain your current positions. But you now have the option in front of you.
Swear? Do you have a contract that I can read?
I'll have the arrangement sent to your room.
Fantastic, thank you.
With that, get some rest, you all. It's been a long fucking day. I need to go. I still need to get back out there and deal with the consequences of what's happened today and start rebuilding. Because it has been about 12 hours in totals, or it's been about a day, and all this stuff has happened.
Are demons still stemming from the big death orb, by the way?
No.
Okay, that's good. Probably.
All this stuff got dispelled before you'd even started heading to the castle. Because there's like a whole thing where Kalis was like, "Go on without me," and you just like jump behind you into the spell. And it didn't affect you. The enemies in the city have been taken care of. But now
is the
it's
big
just a matter of
meteorite still there?
contained, yes.
Okay.
They're figuring out what to do with it.
Just briefly, Kalis would probably follow Joanna and just assist with like some more evacuation, kind of whatever's going on,
It's mostly
or maybe
just
finding people shelter for the night at this point.
yeah. It's mostly
Temporary
just
shelters.
building actual shelters and shit. And you would see that a lot of the open areas of the rubble is sort of being cleared, and in their place is being put up like these sort of like pop-up houses, almost, as you see the many of the people from the Seven Towers sort of coming back in. You would realize, Kalis, that as you're looking at this, reconstruction is going to happen really fast, actually. Using the magical resources of the city, they're going to be able to rebuild fairly quickly.
So it tells us that they're attacked.
Oh no! Like they can actually, like hell, Galder's Tower is only like a second level spell. Like for just as an example.
And also fabricate.
Yeah. You realize that the rebuilding of the city was happening way faster than you would have expected, because given the normal mundane nature of what it would take.
Sparks
but
is
it's
like, look over there. That's where our place could be.
just open plot of land.
Taryn wants to kind of I want to like kind of cut away from the group as we're like walking back to the barracks and
Mhm.
just sort of take a walk around like the poorer part of the city and like the slums just to see like if there's any damage there or like what it still looks like in comparison to what they're rebuilding.
As I said before, the other districts outside of this one seem to be almost untouched. There is still this sort of air of tension, or there's tension in the air, given the events of today, as not many people roaming the streets, and out and about. You still do run into a few stragglers every now and then, but despite everything that happens out here, it seems peaceful. It seems that uh, it seems that they were uninjured. Everyone was uninjured, or at least nothing that Woodcatcher knows. Please mention.
When the rest of the party has walked off, and like a considerable time after, like I would say possibly 5 or 10 minutes, I'll ask Joanna to cast Greater Restoration.
Yeah. And she looks at you. It's don't worry, I knew this would happen eventually. And she just sort of pops you up, and you return to normal your previous height before you switched it. It doesn't fix any aging things, of course. And she just, do you still want the whole blue thing?
It's. I mean, at this point, it's already gone. It's
Oh,
fine. I'll wait until I cast a magic spell and it change
yeah.
probably.
And actually, she wouldn't really. Okay, this is going to sound weird to describe. It wouldn't really be um, like an instant thing because she wouldn't cast Greater Restoration. She would cast like Regenerate, and it would like turn you back to like your previous size. But it'd be a process. Like you're just like you're starting to grow again, almost like
That shit
almost like your
hurts.
kid. Oh yeah, you get some growing pains. Like your knees, you can feel it in there. You know, good old. Well, what the fuck the words? I don't fucking know. It's unpleasant but effective. It just you
Yeah.
feel really sore. Um,
And now Sparks is back to his original height. As we all know him, the tallest member of the party.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
9 feet tall.
but as your day concludes, as you guys are sort of going about your events, and whenever you take a little long rest, eventually you will level up.
Oh my god.
To 13? To 13.
Yes, to
Mhm.
13.
Cool.
And along with that, eventually, Kalis, as you are sort of coming back, you would just get a message on your sending stone that you have shared with Aelwyn. As you just get a panic, just is everything okay over there? I saw the sky. The stone's still working, so I assume it's at least fine. But please, I'm not counting these fucking words. Please message back if you're safe, Kalis.
I messaged her today. I definitely messaged her.
Did you message her during it?
Because the fuckers were like flying right towards the moving wilds.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember that. By
I
the
don't
way,
remember
Oh my
what we
god,
said. I
forgetting
just
something
remembered
that
I
happened
messaged.
6 weeks ago.
either
6
way,
weeks
though,
ago.
more.
Cheers, one.
She would message
Yeah.
you just that everything's
Yeah.
safe here. She just wants to check and make sure you're okay.
Yeah, Elowen, I was in past orb, and we resolved a lot of lingering resentments. Most everyone in the city is fine. The damage was mostly to the noble quarter. See you soon. Maybe that's 25 words. I don't know.
I don't actually count them. I could be fucked. As long as you're not giving me like, as long as you're not telling a fucking like Lord of the Rings
Forsooth.
Silmarillion shit.
Forsooth, I wish to see you upon Airmorn.
Ooh. I love him so much.
Just stop it, please.
Pet your dog, you monster.
He won't. I'm not going to him.
No, with the
Maybe
dog,
you
they just
should.
like came up and laid their
What is that?
face in your lap.
All right. So I can resolve this issue and take like a quick 5-10. With that, I mean, also resolve your guys' level up shit. And yeah, we'll be right back. I'm just gonna click the
Dog.
fucking button. There we go.
creature in the AoE.
Are we back
It's-
in?
Yeah, we're back
No,
in.
no.
Fuck.
It's
Talking
8
about level.
multicolored rays
We're
of
back.
light flash from your hand. Each ray is a
Yeah.
different color.
Hey,
and
everybody.
different purpose.
Yeah.
But it's not cumulative.
Yeah. Let's see. Teleport's never a bad spell. What else is there at 7th level?
I could do
Are we streaming, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh.
I could do a draconic
Good.
transformation.
Well,
Not a bad spell.
I get blind sight and a big breath weapon and big wings, but that would be weird on a cat, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd look a little. It would look.
you'd be looking like a gargoyle.
What else?
That was a good show.
Firestorm is also a really good one.
Singular gargoyle, please.
I remember Ethan once did a war crime with Firestorm in one campaign we played.
I did.
In play- what else is there? Let's see. Etherealness is cool, but you can only take yourself.
Dream
Well,
of the Blue Veil doesn't seem in any way useful.
No, it doesn't. The spell doesn't work in this world.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to go to the Castlevania dimension.
I want to go to the Castlevania dimension if
No, you don't.
Trevor Belmont's there.
No, he's not.
Christ.
Damn it, never mind.
No, it's
Actually
just the
wearing
death with potty mouth.
Castlevania shirt.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just go get drunk and kill a fucking vampire.
God, I don't remember who it was, but the guy who played Death in Castlevania was so fucking edgy.
I love him
Like,
so
holy
much.
shit. Like, it
I
was
love
hilarious.
him so much. What's really funny is that Varney is actually the name of a vampire from 18th century penny dreadful literature. It's amazing. Apparently, he dies a lot and comes back a lot. I want to read it. It's so great.
Let's see, what else is there? Crown of Stars, that's also a good spell.
Yeah, that one's sick. Can you get that as a sorcerer? Oh yeah, you can,
Yeah.
can't you?
Yep.
Is Crown of Stars good?
It's like bonus action attacks. So I mean, think of that like it's a concentration spell, but then you're still casting
It's not
new spells as your
concentration.
action.
It's an hour.
Yep.
It just lasts for an hour.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah, I think it's what? Each star is like 40-12, and you get 7 of them.
Yeah.
So
It's like something you
potentially
just cast
20
at the start of an
damage.
encounter.
Yeah.
So that's the big problem I find with spellcasters is either you have to do one thing a turn with your action, or you're spending a lot of sorcery points on quicken spells.
Elijah, did you see
Yeah.
the DM I sent you?
Give me a second. I don't have notifications on.
It's not super imperative. Just wanted to put that request out there.
Okay. That'll probably come because I'm doing the dreadful task of starting the map again.
Oh boy.
All right. Crown of Stars or Finger of Death?
Crown of Stars.
Crown of Stars.
I don't know. I maybe could give zombies to Jugan. Could be like me
I
trying
I
to
feel like
bridge the gap.
Jugan doesn't need any help making more undead creatures. I feel like she's got
Literally.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like that she's got that down pat.
You know, I was just trying to be helpful.
Celestials next.
Say again?
Hey guys. I like the spell Conjure Celestial. At 7th
Ooh.
level.
Nice. Which spell did you take,
What?
Zelthar?
Guardian of Nature.
Oh, that's a
What
good one.
does that
That's
do?
a cool
Oh,
one.
sick.
It's really good. I was thinking about that or freedom of movement.
That's good
but
too.
I was like,
Okay, so
Guardian.
that's the ranger one.
I think I'll get freedom when I have 2.
I mean, aren't you a prepared caster? You can just choose.
No, rangers are learned.
Ugh,
gotta level up.
disgusting, like me.
But they're gonna be prepared in
Maybe-
1D&D, I think.
Maybe
if
we
I'm
should
correct.
use the
Mm.
1D&D rules for rangers because they get more than like 3 spells. In that
Yeah, I just
version.
gotta read them. I forgot all that shit about them. Probably a better idea though, cause yikes. Oh wait, that's
Right.
that Conjure
I
Celestial.
mean, they
Oh,
can't
shit.
be worse, can it? Like, what can they do?
No.
Gonna
What
break
can you even
Ranger?
summon with Conjure Celestial? A winged
Celestial?
lion,
DC are 4 or lower.
a Kodo,
Elijah.
winged bull. Go ahead. A Pegasus.
Ooh.
Crown of Stars isn't in the spell thing.
All right, I'll put it on your character sheet.
Thank you.
Wait, I have not.
All
put-
right.
Oh, I do.
Another exciting level up for old Kalis. Let's see if he hits it big with HP roll.
We get
Yes.
5
I didn't know I
proficiency
could pull
bonus
that
instead
off.
of 4.
I'm super boring with my HP rolls. I just take the average.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my
Buff.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh fuck everyone! I have 160 health.
Oh my goodness!
You have
Everyone
60
should
health.
roll for HP. I just got a 60.
What do I roll?
That's a D8 for
Oh,
rogues.
Cool.
A what D8?
Yeah.
Are you doing take another rogue level or fighter level?
Fighter.
It's
D10.
D10
I forget how to roll in here. Is it R
Slash
forward
R.
slash R
forward
then-
slash R?
Space D10.
D10. I'm glad I did the
Okay.
average.
Yeah.
I'm in 3 digits though, so that's cool.
Oh, fuck you.
And I
I'm
got
not-
action surge. Woohoo!
I'm not at 3
Alright.
digits yet.
Alright,
I
game.
got 5 HP to go.
Well, you're a magic user, so
These 6 hit dice hurt. Like
Not when you're rolling 6s.
in my campaign, I'm playing with Sean. I have like it's like Paladin 6, Sorcerer 7, 8 at this point. Are we 13 or 14? What are we?
Oh, it's a lot of levels for sure.
You don't have to remind me about spellcasters having low HP. Like, just remember our Wednesday campaign. That'll help you every time.
Okay. In all fairness, you took a negative con.
Yeah, so
That's not helping.
I still get killed by every single attack.
Fucking spawns mauled by owlbear.
Ow.
oh, owlbear.
Alrighty.
Oh, juniper.
Spells. Sparks stuff too. There we go. Crown of Stars. That's Corn of Stars.
Hey, Zelthar, Terran, Sparks, how much health do you guys have?
104.
106.
95.
I don't have double anyone's health. I'm sad.
Ha!
But, I'm glad you two are living.
Yeah, I've been
Assuming you
rolling for
squished
HP
it,
and
huh?
getting actually quite well. Am I still alright to, use you as a vague steed, Kalis?
That's quite a question.
Not anymore. You're too big for that now.
What did I do?
Yeah, I mean, you can. Is it a good idea if I'm running
I
into
still
melee combat
have-
with like a giant?
I still have 3 potions of invulnerability. It'll be fine.
Hey, you just like pull back on my horns, like.
Yeah, basically like last combat, although hopefully you'll actually use it this time because you didn't get hit once.
They'll use it like it's an active thing. That's why I don't take the potions, because it's not going to matter.
It's fine.
And they just attack like the spellcasters or whatever.
Yeah, but if I'm on top of you, they'll have to attack you because, I'll be behind you. Unless you turn around, because I'm draped over you like a pelt.
Okay. Is everyone settled
Anyway.
with level up stuff?
Yes.
Super glad we did that on stream. It's part of the D&D experience.
It is.
We
Rolling for
have
HP is the most
leveled-
important part. It's a tradition.
Oh, our
you gotta
proficiency
do.
bonus went up.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did.
Cool.
I don't know if mine did or not. Probably not. Oh, it did.
Yeah.
It goes
We're
up for
+5.
everyone despite your
Cool.
multi-class.
That means I can hit my shots more. Yay.
Oh
Oh my
boy, what are we gonna
goodness.
do if Zelthar fucking misses? Incredible.
My
I
dex.
can now roll a
Ooh.
30 for a charisma save. I am one step closer to bathing in the weird voodoo liquid.
Oh,
You
my
thought
God.
leveling up was interesting. What about increasing our proficiency bonus modifiers?
Where's my fucking phone?
Why'd you in the place? I love
Hot
it.
as fuck.
Number 15, bringing
I fucking hate it. I hate all
My
of you.
friend
not taking on
loves
any more
that video
stuff.
for some infernal reason.
that.
Ooh, my armor class went up too. Nice. Let's see. What am I attuned to? Nothing right now.
Your boot, your
Well,
what's it called? Your ring
boots.
of haste should be,
Yeah,
or boots of haste.
that's
It
it.
is.
The
And the
parry
cape.
up, the
No, the
cape
cape
doesn't need
not.
attunement.
Oh, it
The
doesn't?
cape's not attunement, no.
Does the parry after rune closure need attunement? It doesn't say it does. I don't
Yeah,
think
think it
so.
does.
This
Yeah,
is-
it does for the
it-
effect.
Doesn't have it on here. 'Cause
Well, it does.
Whoop, what did I
I'm
do?
pretty sure that was my periapt, so I'm periapt.
It is an attunement item. Let me just.
See, it doesn't have it on there because I do want to attune it.
No, that's
There we
periapt of
go.
health.
I put it as attuned.
But
Oh, thank you. What else?
hit die, regain health, double hit points.
I would also Ring of Mind Shielding also doesn't give me the option to be attuned. I'd like to be attuned to that too. Those would be my 3 slots.
That's not it. What the fuck was that? This was-
Safe items.
Alrighty. Ring of Mind Shielding.
Mhm.
Edits. Details. Attuned. I don't know why it said attunement not required, because that is wrong as fuck.
Yeah, I think there's something like that happened where like things that shifted around and some things that were attuned. Can I go in and edit it or can you or do
I already
you?
edited it.
I know I'm just looking at like the necklace of adaption also needs
Yeah.
attunement.
Just can you click on the little box pen to edit the item?
Yeah, description.
It's in details.
Oh, details, got it. Attunement required. Okay. I think it should. Okay. I think that's in the cold absorbing tattoo also needs attunement. Can change that. There we go. I think that's all the things. Cape doesn't. The glamour studded leather. Does the glamour studded leather need attunement? No. That's just equipped, right? Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never got the contract for this little promotion thing. So we'll have to wait till next session for that.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll write you something up.
You know,
Yeah, you got it, Chief. Where's my sticky notes?
So mechanically, like, I'll ask in a second, but
No, you're good. I'm still here.
mechanically, is like the loot for that dungeon like we get to ask like a reward from Daddy Arium? Is that what's happening right here?
Pretty much, I guess. Yeah.
Why would you call him that? It's
Yeah, you
terrible.
Daddy, could I have an Arium? I mean, he's like our great ancestor, like in terms of age.
so can we all have airships?
We only need one.
How many airships do you think there are?
you know what? I'll say everyone is not getting a personal airship. I don't
That's
think that's
fine.
necessary. I think you
That
can
is
live
I've
without
never
it.
seen one
believe
ship
that.
in the air in this entire campaign.
No, there are ships.
They're only
like
in the
dogs
city.
in the tower in Revedia that like move around the city.
Sure, but you've never said, and there is an airship above you. You see a ship flying through the air.
I'll make a more conscious note of your surroundings because I don't think about them very often.
I always had it
Maybe
in my
they're more like rare ships.
inner canon that it was just a
Uh,
ton of rich people that, had
Yeah.
them and that the everyday folk didn't.
Ethan, what time is your shit tomorrow?
Music.
3 o'clock.
Music go?
Okay, I might have to head out
Oh.
around 7 or so. Just because I forgot that apparently my plans last week for my D&D game got canceled, so we're moving it to this week. I totally forgot about that.
It's fine. I was gonna start kicking people out around 10.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, that works. Oh, there we go. But with that, as you guys take your rest, as a long day is put behind you, eventually the morning comes again, and you pretty much have free reign of whatever you like to do. With no immediate objectives, no impending dooms, just a day to exist.
So when are we getting the money that the guild actually, because we do get paid by the guilds,
Yeah.
and this is the first
It's like
time
2
that
gold.
we have come back.
You
In
guys
like,
were gone for like what, 2 months in total or something
Yeah.
like that.
that's like
So
40 gold.
I thought it was more. I thought it was 50 gold. Was it 20?
I have
This
no
is like getting
idea.
elected president and asking, when do I get paid my salary?
Yep.
I'd say you all get your 100 gold from the guild. I'm pretty sure I thought it was 50 gold,
Sure.
and you'll get a bonus whenever you do the promotion stuff goes through. If you guys decide to do that, or whoever decides to.
I mean, we've done the thing, so why not? Right.
Because doing so requires like more like responsibilities and shit, like actually with the guild for doing it.
I'm responsible.
Yeah, no.
I don't like how everyone.
Aren't you on another plane of existence still right now? Like, aren't you trapped on another plane of existence? Like,
sorry.
Shut up.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
yeah, you're in a stone.
Shut up. I'm
All I'm sa-
responsible up until that stone breaks, in which case I lose all my responsibilities.
What were you gonna say, Zelthar? Oh, sorry.
What?
You started to say something, I thought.
Oh no, it was
Oh,
important.
okay. Ethan?
So
Young probably doesn't know what to do with herself, so she'll probably look at like the job board and see if there's any like tasks that'll take like a day or two to do, like something simple within the
mean,
city.
We could just take a day off, Chuggin. We could, we could take those every now and again. We have been traveling non-stop for 2 months. We could just, lounge around the city, go out for dinner as a group, relax. I'll go on a
We're-
pub crawl.
Weren't we gonna meet with Ari and Vel again to
The
have
thing is,
some...
Jungle also has like 50 gold, or I guess 150 gold now.
it's still a lot of money,
Yeah,
relatively speaking, to the world.
I'll
I-
pay for anything we need to have while we're out. It's fine. I don't spend any of my money.
Yeah,
ever.
I don't either. I have a lot of money.
I did until I got a giant golem. Plus, I want to walk around, do stuff with skeletons and golems.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, your
that's
fucking
okay.
entourage.
Yeah.
Are we going to go back to meet Ari and Vel this morning, or did we get our explanation last night?
I mean, you guys kind of talked about just about everything.
Okay.
I was just, is there still things you guys want to know, or felt?
Oh,
Just-
so
Why don't
we
we go meet
quotation
him after the
marks.
session ends so we can send you between sessions like our request from Daddy?
Sure. Did my lights flicker? Why did that
And
happen?
again,
The
Okay.
dogs, they're biting at the roots.
I would actually like to go and check in on Baron.
Hmm.
Okay, that's pretty
That's-
That's pretty easy, doable.
Yeah, just
Ignore.
to like, just touch base.
You have to go and do your inquisiting stuff. So,
Ugh.
guys, Where do we want to go now?
I'm
We've got
gonna.
absolutely no responsibilities. You're already gone to go and discuss.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna hand. I'm gonna hand your stone to Jugun.
No, you keep it. I want to go.
No, I'm handing your stone either to Jugun or Kalis, whoever I see first.
Oh, Spark of Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, I mean,
Who would it be?
It's whoever I
don't
see
know.
first.
Roll,
I mean,
roll
I'm going somewhere today. I mean, I'm not gonna be in the city, so
Where are you going?
home. Gonna check on home.
Isn't that like 100 and 200 miles away?
well, say you guys have some downtime if
Okay,
you want to take like a
Sparks.
week or two, a week and a half, 2 weeks, and just kind of
I was
relax.
just gonna say if it was quicker, I could teleport you there.
No, it's
You know,
like
you
just
go-
out of town.
No. This
It's just
like,
across the river, right?
Yeah.
yeah, the 100-mile river.
You can get a carriage.
Okay.
What? Y'all are crazy right now.
All right, I hand the stone to Jugun.
Hi,
No.
Sparks.
I don't want to stay with the dead people.
It's okay. As long as
I
you don't
begin my
go further than,
pilgrimage.
as long as you don't go further than 300 feet from Jungin, otherwise you get tethered like it's a shitty fucking multiplayer game. You're stuck
I'm
with the host.
unleashed.
Like Halo Infinite.
Unleashed.
Or fucking what?
You're
State of
the
Decay.
goddamn escort quest.
We can give you to what's his name? I forgot his name.
Zelthar? I don't know who you're
Not
thinking of.
Skelter, our favorite NPC.
Oh, Dazan.
Dazan, yeah.
It's my favorite NPC.
Low key, his job.
Here, babysit the cat.
No, I want to go with you.
With me?
I want to go with anyone. All right, so we do
So-
the thing.
Alrighty. So let's see. Taryn talk first about that.
Okay.
So as you begin
Uh,
heading over toward Baron's place, towards the usual location, at least going toward where his house to be, you would see that the lights are on. Seems that somebody is home at the very least. And as you knock on the door, you would just hear, "Come on in."
I do so and close the door behind me.
And as you do so, it seems that like there's like an open door. Actually, no, I forget. He has like a cottage. It's not like a fucking big place. On like the back side of the room, near his desk, he seems to be talking with somebody else. On them, you would recognize a more visible symbol of the Watchers when you're used to, and it's just yes, just get things taken care of. I'll deal with all the paperwork. We need to find out what's going on. It's please go on. And as they sort of walk by the door, and they seem to be elven features. However, a little bit more like they seem to be like more half elf. The features a little bit softer than the normal, like sort of like high cheekbones, very sort of sharp features of a normal elf. They just sort of, and this sort of long black hair goes down to the center of his back. So he just sort of gives you a nod, and be like, "Well, see you then." And Baron turns around. "How are you doing, Taryn? It's been a fucking day."
It has. It definitely has. I
Sorry, I don't have time for a usual tea. I'm got a lot on my plate right now with paperwork and investigations.
I understand. There's been a lot that's happened. It's okay to talk here, right? There's no.
There's wards.
Okay. Are you aware of the attack came from Crimson?
We've managed to glean that much, but not more details outside of that. We saw the symbol in the sky.
Yes.
They weren't subtle about it.
My party and I went to the castle to try and find Arimvel, and he was attacked directly.
What happened? Is he? I haven't
He,
heard news from him.
he's okay now. He's in hiding. Wants to make it seem as if he is still bound the way that we found him initially.
They bound him. They didn't kill him.
No, they bound him.
Strange.
And we rescued him from that state, but he wishes to maintain that illusion for now. And it seems that it might be possible that someone from the far distant past, or some remnant of her, or something, is behind it, along with the people at the Red Peak, Crimson Keep.
Thank you, Taryn, because I had no idea about that otherwise. See someone from the
Yes.
past.
How much are you aware of Ariam Vel's history?
A rather mysterious figure to me. He's someone that I've been keeping tabs on, though. Not someone I trust, admittedly.
I think he's trustworthy.
You could elaborate on that. Because, as far as I'm concerned, he's a mysterious figure who showed up, gained rulership, and since then is at least posed as this totally benevolent figure. That leaves a lot of rooms for questions.
Yes, it does, but this is not the first city that he has overseen or been guardian of. I believe that he does have the betterment of the city at heart. Like, I believe that he truly wants to try and help facilitate the city to become a better place. I don't think that he's in it for personal gain. I don't think there would be much in it for him for personal gain. Um, but he is a mysterious figure. I will warrant that. But I have, during the course of unbinding him, we got to see significant snippets of his past, that I don't know that it's my place to really divulge the details of, but what I experienced there leads me to believe that he is a man of his word and that he can be trusted.
You haven't convinced me to change my mind, but I'll take your words into consideration. There's too many questions around him still, and too little answers, including from our friend, who sort of gestures towards the ground.
Yes,
Um, if you say so, though, I'll I'll consider being a little more lenient against with my judgments against him, but the consideration is the most I can grant.
understandable.
But what
But
of you and your friends? Are they all okay?
yes, we're all okay. We're all intact. We're taking a bit of a breather after everything. It was quite an intense day yesterday for many reasons.
It'd be a good idea. You all have. I know you've had a more relaxed last few weeks because I think this literally you guys because you guys got back a bit ago and you've been sort of having downtime since then. But I think given the events, I think everyone in the city is going to be winding down a bit. The reconstruction efforts are going well, but outside of that, it's I don't think now's the appropriate time for Evan to be roaming about, especially outside the cities, until we know more what the plans of the people of Crimson Keep are.
Yeah, is I'm wondering about that. Is there any information on why they would have attacked and why now?
Well, if I were to guess, the people of Crimson Keep were known to be very closely allied with that of Arcade and Revidian. The deposed monarch Revid. To say maybe they want revenge of some sort, maybe? But that seems too simple of a plan.
It does. Especially if it really is this person from his past. Perhaps look into the name Isidore or Isidore.
I'll look
That
around.
might yield information, perhaps. I don't know if there would be any information left about her, but if there is, it might be helpful.
An enemy or an ally of Crimson Keep that you're aware of?
Ally of Crimson Keep. She might have been part of the attack, or something of her. We don't know for sure.
Well, then we'll begin whatever scrying and whatever information gathering on her we can in the meantime.
Be careful as you do so. She might be very powerful.
We've tangled with plenty of powerful foes. We're cautious enough not have reason to fear. At least for now. But I will say, sorry for the briefness of this meeting, as I have many things I need to take care of still.
I understand. I just wanted to touch base.
Of course. I'm glad you're doing well.
I also wanted to check and make sure that you were still alive and around.
Oh, yes, yes. That's. While a miniature sun falling from the sky is something that quite dangerous and probably could kill me, luckily it's not this time.
Luckily. Right. If I find anything more, I will touch base again.
Alrighty. Be well, Taryn.
Thanks, you too. And then I will take a walk around the city again just to look at the reconstruction and take it in.
Okay.
Is there music playing?
I believe so. Is it quiet?
No, I just don't hear it.
Hmm.
It makes me feel very lonely when I don't hear the music.
That's not it. So, Kalis, as you begin your journey back to the Moving Wilds, um, within the I don't remember how long it takes to get there, for being fucking honest. But in the I think day or so coming travel, eventually you reach the sort of borderlands of the Moving Wilds, and I'm presuming you message Aylwin or something ahead of time that you're showing up, or are you surprising them? I can't hear
You're
what you're saying, Sean.
muted.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to message people, or you just sort of like run into them whenever you wind up there. So yeah, I'm messaging her. Uh, hey, want to meet at the village? Uh, just checking on you. End of message.
And you get a reply. Of course, of course. Just feel free to come on by whenever. I'll be waiting. Try not to take too long.
So yeah, I start into the Moving Wilds, just sort of gung ho, like bounding from branch to branch and underbrush and over pond, and then at a certain point I have to start like just like very carefully walking
Yeah.
through.
No.
Just
Don't wanna-
kind of stoop down and just really don't step on anyone.
Or accidentally step into like a mushroom circle or something. You don't want to do that. Um, but eventually, as you make your way to the village, you see your you can sort of hear it before you see it as these sort of multicolored lights from the not so large houses sort of scattered about along the branches greet you in the distance. And as you get closer, you hear a voice. And let me check something. Sort of almost from behind your ear, you just hear, "Boo."
And
Nothing?
I turn around. Do I see
And you see the figure of Aelin. It's like, I thought you were supposed to be scared by that. That you, come on, Kalis. That's why I said boo.
I'm just sort of grinning at her.
So, big guy, you're back. Assuming this isn't.
Um,
Assuming you're just here for a brief visit.
I'm not really sure what's. I mean, if I ought to rush back, and if I do, what direction I'm going in.
Oh, just wonder. You find the way eventually. That's how it works. You either get where you're meant to be going, or you get somewhere you'd rather be. Anyways, come on, feel free to relax. It's been a while since everyone's seen you.
Yeah. How's the recent season been? Have there been any crises?
Watching over the woods has been uneventful. Mostly. A few strange popping ups now and then. And a small incident or a small problem, but they shouldn't be too much to manage. Group of hags have recently moved into the forest nearby. They're doing hag things, of course, but they don't seem to be of any threat.
Yes, I believe I had the ill fortune of coming across one ahead of that meeting we'd arranged.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for that. It's always unfortunate to run into them. But at least you seem to have all your limbs. They didn't steal your name or your memories or your ability to write, right? Oh, you can't write, can you? I forgot.
I mean, all the memories I've got left, I remember.
Okay, that's good. They have grubby fingers. One of the villagers recently, or not one of the villagers, but rumor in the forest is someone lost, what's it called? Oh, fuck, what was it? I lost the word. Someone recently had their sense of direction stolen. Quite a problem out here.
I feel like that might make you almost better at navigating the wilds.
Somehow, it does not. But
That's fair.
they're fine. What have
Um,
you? What the hell happened in Revedia?
oh, well, there was some time ago, and it came forward, and the king's, yeah, I tell her. Pretty easily. And then I sort of just explained all of the plot for the past several weeks. Yeah.
He just looks at you. You see your face. Oh. Um. That's a very fantastical story, Kalis. Not that I don't believe you. Because You're a little bit too deadpan to lie about things like that, but I'm not quite sure what to say about all that. Okay.
I mean, I was there for it, and it's kind of hard to believe myself.
So
For
the
no?
king, or Revedia, the man we talked to, is a fucking ball.
Or the ball was like a cage or something.
So he's in a cage, like a bird.
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure about the ball.
Okay, because I'm being frank, because that doesn't make much sense. I believe you, but it
He's
makes no sense.
everything and anything. He was a dragon.
So he's a
Oh
dragon.
wait, that was in his mind, but
So he's a mind dragon. What does that mean? Well, dragons transform into things. That makes sense. So maybe just a dragon who transformed into a ball.
let's not get hung up on this. I want to hear about you. I mean, you've told me about the goings on of the forest. Is that what's going on in your ranging?
As I said, it's been uneventful lately. The hags recently, but that's about it. The Not much force that needs to be quelled. But I guess the peace isn't all that bad. Um, especially considering we don't know how much longer this is going to last, given the events we know are coming. However, hopefully the deal we made holds up. I'll say that.
We have to hope that it will.
I, for one, don't want to repeat of previous events. I don't want to settle for perfect. I just want things to be better. That's all. The people of this forest deserve it. They've been through enough.
I don't want anyone to get hurt anymore. Has there been any news from the Feywild itself? Any rumblings from the courts?
Well, ooh, I guess there's one bit of, how do I say, spicy news. Apparently, I don't understand what I only heard this in passing, but apparently, Titania's just left. We have no idea. Apparently no one knows where she had gone off to, but she's just, at least for out here, the past maybe week or so, week and a half, she's just gone missing. And I have personally no idea whether she's off in her own mischief or if something had happened, but she's someone who can definitely take care of herself, Just the queen of the Sealy Court and all.
And she hasn't abdicated.
No,
She
kind
just
of
disappeared.
up and away without any notice. I'm assuming whatever it was for, it must be important. If she'd leave without saying anything.
And what of the other courts? Have they answered this?
No one's made any moves against quite yet. It's not like a particular person is tried to take things over. Titania was one loved by all, so they've respected the fact that they've respected her role even in her absence still. But who knows when that could change. It's only a matter before the other courts find out about this. And what actions they could take, I can't tell. But hopefully all things end well. I'm sure whatever she's doing, as I said, must be important. I have that much faith in her. But outside of that, the Feywild is, well, it's the Feywild still, so I can't say it's boring. But not much to talk about, at least right now. Outside the one
Well,
huge thing.
I suppose little news is good news.
It is. Little News sounds pretty nice right now, actually.
I mean, the whole like village, it probably comes about like yay high on me or something, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's tiny. Well, most of it isn't like on the. It's like sort of spread among like the trees and the branches and shit. Some of the trees have been like hollowed out and like used as homes. So it's like there are some buildings like head level or like close to, some lower. They're all over the place.
So as Kalis is sitting here chatting with Eowyn, he'll just sort of like be just like working on a little popsicle stick house, and like just taking like a little stick and just like little twig and just like adding little details and creating little bits of I mean like building like fairy houses, like little pieces of furniture and things,
I see.
and assembling it.
As you're doing so, you guys are just sort of making small talk. This is just so big guy. What's your next plan? You have the whole wide world in front of you now that you're out there. After our talk, I'm assuming you're not just gonna stay here forever. But where are you off to? You know yet?
Well, Ariam didn't remember, and we had some lingering questions about the Heart of Reveed, the sort of like mythic origin of the world. So I think that might be worth a look, and we'll come back. I don't think we'll be like those boats that disappear in the ocean.
Well, please don't disappear in the ocean then. I'd very much appreciate if you decided not to do that. That sounds like a fun adventure. The Heart of Revedia. I've heard about it. I've, of course, haven't exactly left the forest to go check it out myself. But it sounds fun. It sounds dangerous, and also, well, frankly, I don't know what the hell you're expecting out there, but I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, he's just gonna a lot of thoughts, things to say run through his head, but he sort of like holds back saying them because he kind of knows that he shouldn't really say anything to her because like she of course has a sense of duty here and belonging, and he doesn't want to like say anything like stupid to ignore that obvious responsibility. But yeah, that's my scene.
Yeah. Okay. And Zelthar, you were just big chilling, right? There wasn't anything particular you're gonna head out to go do.
No, I'm just traveling around the city, taking notes from like construction sites or whatever, seeing how fast they were built.
Okay. Trigun, were you doing the same? I know you said you were gonna be in the city. Don't you fucking bark. I'll grab you and throw you. Please. Thank
Hoping
you.
to like some odd jobs to help out with like stuff.
Yeah, there's random shit you could do, especially things that, like, you're at a level where you could do small, minor adventure jobs by yourself. Like, you have an army of skeletons, like the giant rats that are in the barkeep's basement. That's a trivial task.
Just do stuff like that. Be like talking to people, like be very charismatic to be very charismatic.
Yeah, get the reputation around the city as the woman with the undead army who solves minor problems. Let me check something.
God, it's like if you got a job at a morgue and you could just cast animate dead on the corpses and have like the skeletons like sit up out of their corpses and just like unzip themselves out of their body and conduct the
I feel like it might be
That's
messier than
basically
just
what happens
unzipping.
when you cast the Braised Dead and specifically skeletons. The flesh just comes off. So why not it be unzip and step out of it?
It's like the skeleton like sits up out of the lying body and is like.
Ugh. I don't like that sound because I imagine that's exactly what it sounds like. It's like fall
I mean,
off
there
the
is
bone
meat
ribs.
inside of the skeleton, famously. The
Elijah.
organs. and all
It all
that.
just slips out the bottom under the rib cage. Just shroot.
Slurp.
What's up, Joe? What's up?
I would like to do two things.
Go for it.
I'd like to go to Joanna and first of all ask if she can cast Remove Curse on me. So I'd
Okay.
like to be black for the first time in a while.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
Considering that I've already asked her to, do the height, I might as well, be black for a bit, see what it's like.
Oh, sorry. That phrasing alone is hilarious.
Anywho, the second question I would like to ask her is if there's any news from the party that I hired.
As you do so, she would say, from what I last heard, things are going well. In fact, they believe they're on they believe they're on the trail to one of them. So hopefully, they should be able to find it soon, and they'll have good news for you.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Okay. That's as much detail I can give without telling everyone what exactly it is.
I know. I just wanted, vague information.
But yes, it's going well, and they're close, at least to they're close to making progress. But with that, as the coming days begin to pass, as there is this sort of power gap in the city, and there is these sort of murmurs in the streets as people begin to realize that Ariamvel is missing. And the reports of the attack on the castle sort of begin to spread throughout the city. And oh fuck, which house controls the media? I think it was House Fear. Yeah.
Oh, of course, a name like that, House Fear.
I have a question.
Go for it.
And I don't think I ever got answered this. So, what house?
You cut out. I can't hear a
Completely.
single fucking thing
Yeah.
you're saying.
No.
Still quiet. Nope.
Nothing at all now.
Zelch did
Goodbye.
nada.
Yeah.
Like the end of your
Zephyr.
sentences have been cutting out for a while, and it's just gone completely now.
Oh, sorry. I was like, yeah. That's what I said. Did it do it again?
Zephyr.
Anyways,
What?
Like
until
the
you can get
fates
this
calling
fixed.
to you.
But as sort of the tension on the street would begin to grow, a messenger of House Fear would sort of come over, saying that in his absence, the founding families would be taking over official matters until a replacement can be taken care of.
Ethan's questions in the Discord, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I figured that's why I said something.
Fuck. I wrote this in a post-it note somewhere.
Why was Gabriel part of a... Why did you have the skeleton of a noble?
They were dating.
I know, but I feel like it's weird that the house wouldn't have gone like, hey,
Hey,
that's a
guess
noble
what?
skeleton, is that?
All right, so first of all, the bones don't have Gabriel written on them. In all fairness, however, they do know a body is missing. It has been missing for a while now.
Just the bones. He unzipped himself.
Oh, I get concerned more and more about Juggin the more.
Yeah, the more you learn, the less you want to.
Yeah. Oh god.
I believe it was Gawain. I'm 99% sure.
Little hawk.
Oh my god,
Um,
we need to like get a zone of truth and ask Juggin if she was a stalker at one point.
If
Like, what was their relationship in life? I'm so curious.
It was like a barmaid, and he had on trying to court her. That's how I wrote it.
yeah,
Oh,
they
he's trying to
had.
court her.
She was a barmaid. Like, she worked at a bar.
Oh,
I
And
just
he was courting.
I don't see Juggin working at a bar. I'm like
She had like 3 jobs. She was a coroner, a barmaid, and I forgot what the other one was.
I see the coroner thing. I don't know. There's something about the stature, your general personality that I struggle to see you as a barmaid.
A very strong woman. She can carry a lot of beverages.
I mean, no doubt. Just that wasn't what I was saying.
and a very positive person, you know.
Yeah.
Very lifting your spirits.
Really, I'd say she has a lot of negative energy, but all right.
Therein lies the internal conflict in her character.
But I'm 99% sure it's House Coin, but I have to double check that because that sounds right. But I have to find whatever my fucking notebook because I had it written down on a thing because we had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I forgot too.
Deleted.
But funnily enough, now that you're here, God, I gotta remember what the founding family's house domains were. Fuck, I keep forgetting. Okay, well, you would actually get a dinner invitation, Jigen. And it would be from where is her name? Oh no, I'm sorry. It is. That's not right. Um. Fuck my brain. I took a shit. My fucking brain. Uh. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Uh, Aberlona of House Kellum. You get an invitation from a dinner invitation from. You would know she is the I believe House Kellum is the founding family responsible for the District of the Dead.
I have these written down somewhere.
I believe it was Kellum. I cannot remember for the life of me right now.
I don't know if I have all the houses written down.
I know Fier was communication. I thought Valfrim was security, like the military.
Everin. House Everin was something. Everyone. House Halio was responsible for the collection of taxes.
They're the
That's all I got.
finance.
That's all I got, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was Edwin Valfrim. I think. Yeah, and House Fear was the House Fear controls me. Yeah. But you actually get dinner invitation, from them, and you'd be encouraged. You may bring your friends if you would like. However, your presence is highly requested.
You get a plus 16.
Are you asked? It doesn't at any point explicitly say don't bring undead.
Got it.
I'll say that.
Yeah, but like There is
Now-
a read between the lines with a dinner invite.
Well, they wouldn't
You
need extra
should-
plates.
I mean, you at least bring people that can eat.
No, they eat it. They just put the food in the mouth and it just kind of like just falls down.
You bring people who can digest. How about that? But yeah, that'd be.
So talking about the fear or house fear.
Say it again.
Never mind.
No.
Don't worry about it.
House Calum? that
Callum,
what it
yes. I'll put it in chat.
No, I'll ask that one later. I'll ask you about that tomorrow. But I was more interested in what people were talking about. I forgot the king's name. I was talking about
Ariam.
Ariam's disappearance.
Oh, what House
What
Fear
ru-
and Ariam's disappearance?
Yeah. Well, no. What rumors are going around? That's what I'm more interested about.
Oh. Most people think he's dead. Most people think that the few people. No, most people just think he's dead. That's the biggest rumor. There are some conspiracies about how Ariam actually ran away because he was part of the plot for Crimson Keep to bring Revedia to ruin. Like there's a whole bunch of like conspiracy theories going around, but most of them seem to be pretty nonsensical. Other ones being that like he's the one who like what's it called, actually brought down the thing in the sky in order to make off with the city's tax money. Like random conspiracy bullshit. But most people
Are
just
any
seem
of
to think
them
he's dead.
accurate?
No. I mean, as far as you're concerned, the coffers remain full. He has not robbed the people of taxes or robbed the city, or has been found to be embezzling funds, allegedly.
He lied all this time.
That was his real goal. He could do anything in the world, and he just wanted fucking a few 100,000 gold or a few million gold. That's all. What else? But with that, not too much eventful things would happen. And unless anyone has something they immediately want to do, I think that's a good place to wrap so I can throw a plot hook at you guys next session.
That's good because
Titania wasn't a plot hook?
the game
Hey,
it's not loading for me anymore.
it is.
No, not for me.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
what
Famous
Sean said.
plot hook.
Gotcha.
It is.
Yeah, but now we're gonna
who's
have
on first?
more, so we never actually get to that one. Yeah.
It's whoever y'all need to talk amongst yourselves to figure out what your fucking plan is. I'll say that. And there's
Well, don't forget, everyone. Like,
there's the hard Revedia. You now know about the Titania thing, which that's chill. Yeah.
like we agreed. We're ignoring all the plot hooks. We're going straight to the heart of Revedia. We're not going to
Good.
let anything
Yeah.
more
Really?
deter us.
I don't think that's what we said.
What about the circles?
What was
what?
that?
The circles, the summoning circle, or
Oh,
not
yeah.
summoning circle. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
I think
the
one of
sigil
them could be
things.
at the heart of Revedia because one of them was underwater.
that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Two birds with one
like
stone.
literally, yeah.
Two
I
fish
guess another
with
one's
one
at
hook.
Crimson Keep.
There's
That's if
another
the
one.
heart of Revedia is underwater.
True, but there's also one in a snowy place that we haven't found yet.
If it's underwater, what do you mean?
Wait,
There's a
you found the one in the
giant
snowy
lake.
place? That
Oh,
was
is it?
that was the whole
Oh, okay,
chronomancer
That's
shit.
literally the one that we
Okay.
went to.
For some
We
reason, I
found
thought that was a
one.
different one. But yeah, there's four, right? Oh, the
Oh,
green,
God.
like in the green
God,
place.
I
That's
feel like
right.
my notes right now.
Yeah, there's one in like a green, like an overgrown green place. It might be the Ever
Emerald Lane.
Emerald Lane. Oh, there's the map. Yeah.
Well, Sean, I'm just saying, the heart of Revedia is the place of all creation. There's quite a lot of land creatures that exist, so one would suspect there might be a little bit of air down there for all of these land creatures to have lived. Because I doubt they could survive the several hundred miles of ocean to the top before they drowned. I'm sure a lot of them can't even swim.
Well, but
Excuse me.
okay, but like there's a lot of water there. So you're saying that like the water would be like levitating off the ocean floor and it would never
Well, I'm
touch
saying
the
there might be a bubble, like a Gungan city, is what I'm saying. Like, You're like, that's the best way to describe it. Like in Star Wars, there's a big bubble that you enter, and then there's air.
Only one way to find out.
That's possible.
That's my whole
But
thing.
we
I just
also
stole
did
the plot
see
of
the
Star Wars.
animatic.
Yes.
We did see the. Wait, why do we want that?
And then Jar
I
Jar
don't
is
know.
there.
Oh no! Oh no! No,
Misa,
no, no.
Jar Jar, Misa, the architect of
These
all
are gonna be the
creation.
best movie now. Everyone likes the prequels, right? It's a me, Mario.
It's a Misa. Jar Jar.
Wahoo!
Trying
Trying to
Anyways,
do a Chris Pratt.
terrible impressions aside.
Wahoo!
But yeah, we'll call it right there. Figure out what the plan for next session is, because it seems like the heart is the go-to. And also I gotta go to the bathroom. So yeah, I guess we're wrapping the stream. Godspeed. We'll see you next week. Did we play 2 weeks in a row?
We
oh
did.
my god.
Yeah, we
Holy
did.
shit!
Did it.
Let's go.
It
And
sucks
everybody
'cause
was here.
We're not playing next week. I'm not gonna be there.
Hey, we'll figure out what's going on next week. We'll figure out what's going on then. Oh fuck! You're not gonna be here. The whole fucking meeting was. All right, we'll figure something out.
I'm also not here next week.
Okay, so we're not playing this week.
Well, that's only a consequence of the
think
fact that we
so.
played 2 weeks in a row. So naturally, this is the end times. Russia's launching all the nukes on Thursday.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yep.
don't say that.
Anyways, outside of the North Korea tag team, we'll be back in 2 weeks, or we won't. Godspeed.
North Korea.
Bye.